make sure I have enough room on this. I don't want to be in the rocks. There we go. Okay. Trying to do 20. Can you guys see me? I hope you can see me. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then I'm not going down as far as I should necessarily then, but I'm kind of just getting back in the groove here. So I'm just not as in shape as I have been in the past. Okay, do some nunchucks. Just a little bit. It's actually starting to warm up, unfortunately. The sun's out, but I'll use my umbrella. But it was like cloudy for a second. I was like, ooh, it's gonna be really nice and not too hot. And then all of a sudden, there comes the sun. It's wonderful. I do love the sun, but it gets intense in Vegas. Okay, let's just do a little bit of nunchucks here. For my little morning workout here. I just do simple nunchucks here, just figure eights, and then I cross them. I don't really know how to do anything else. Never really learned. Richard does where you kind of swing it over your shoulder and stuff, but I always don't let it hurt my back. Get hit in the back. Get this. Hitting my shoulders and stuff. It's like, nah. I'll just do this. So I just do this and I move around because it's a little bit more of a workout to move. It doesn't look like probably it's that much of a workout, but it is. Because you're not only having to focus on making sure you don't hit yourself and keeping them, because you're doing 2 figure eights. So you're doing a figure eight and another figure eight and then crossing them. So you have to think about how am I going to do figure eights and not hit them together. So it's a lot of concentration, and that makes it an even more intense workout. So that's why in just a couple minutes I'm like, woo, or like a minute I'm like, woo. But yeah, so like doing the 2 is a really intense workout because you have to concentrate on not hitting them together, hitting yourself while you spin around, you know? So, and the higher up you do, more of a workout it is when you lift them higher. It's like anything when you lift your hands high, I don't know if you guys know this, when you have your arms in the air, that like intensifies like a workout. Something about that, like, you know, like aerobic things often, you know, your jumping jacks you lift and your arms up and stuff. So trying to hold your arms up for a really long time. So in cheerleading, I was in cheerleading in high school, and some of our drills would just be like holding your arms up for a really, really long time, you know, and trying to keep them straight. And that gets really hard. Try it for a couple minutes of just your arms just out, and you don't even have to hold anything. It's hard for a certain amount of time. Not if you know in the first, oh, this is easy. You wait like a minute or 2. It's not even easy for like a good amount of time. We had to do it for a long time in cheerleading. That's part of it. It's pretty intense in my cheerleading, which was great because I ended up going in the military, so it was like I was prepared, and my track was intense too. So, so as far as fitness stuff, like the military was easy for me compared to what I had already done with fitness stuff. But yeah, the other girls in cheerleading, oh, they hated our coaches. They were really intense. They'd make us run a mile, which I thought was like nothing. I don't run. When I was in track, we'd run like 15, 20 miles because I'm a long distance runner. So like a mile was like nothing to me. But the other girl, oh, they thought that was the worst thing. And we had to do push-ups and crunches and all kinds of like different calisthenic things, you know. But and then they'd have us do things like hold our arms out and stuff. But a lot of the cheerleaders, I don't think, did stuff like that. Like on some from the other schools, like they just cheered. I don't know. We did like fitness kind of stuff. I liked that because I like being fit. If you guys can't tell, I kind of enjoy being fit. I get mad when I'm not. So I get mad when I go to New York because I should be fit in New York, and I would be when I didn't drink. I used to actually, if anything, lose weight there, which is not good because I don't need to really lose weight. But now I put on weight, which is hard to put on weight in New York unless
you're drinking. Like, so the one thing, alcohol can put on weight very easily. I don't know if you guys know that. If you're struggling with your weight, evaluate if you're drinking alcohol or not. Because that, I mean, I don't know what it does to your body, but it doesn't help you lose weight, I'll tell you that much, or help you maintain your weight. For some reason, it just like makes you go from whatever weight you are to much more. With me, it didn't, I could use a little extra pounds, so it's not the end of the world. But, you know, if I continued to drink alcohol every day, it would continually put weight on me, because I don't know, it kind of just messes up everything. Like, it kicks you out of ketosis for sure. But it's poison, so I don't think it in any way helps with nutrition, you know, or helps you maintain a good body in any way. It just kind of just destroys everything. So yeah, long term, not a good plan. And I think this might be my last trip that I drink, to be honest. I'm like, when I think about it, I'm like, I'm probably gonna drink this trip. I don't want to, but I'm probably going to. But I'm like, but then I'm like, I feel like that's kind of like it, or like I said, like, at least for the end of the year, I just kind of like over it, because it is a little bit, it feels a little childish. I know older people drink, but I feel like childish, like wanting to like go and drink. It's just like, I'm 40. It's just kind of like, I don't know. It's like, grow up, Joy. You know, it's like, I know older people drink. It's not like I'm saying everyone that drinks is childish. I'm just saying, particularly for me, I guess, because like the way I go about it, you know, like doing karaoke and just doing dumb things, like acting really silly, it just feels really childish to me, you know. So I just kind of tired of acting a fool. But this trip, I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, I want to think I can stay sober, but I just don't know. I mean, I can if I really, really want to. I just don't know if I want to, if that makes sense. But definitely by the end of the year, I'm just kind of like done with this. Because I'm just, people, even though alcohol, let me move this over here. I'm going to move you guys around. It got hot, but I'm going to put my umbrella up, so we should be all right. Oh dear, I can't see. Okay, there we go. Rich will probably come out and help fix this a little. Okay, so we're going to put my chair here. And I'm gonna get my umbrella. So far away because you're in the shade over there. If you wonder why, way over there. Trying to put you in the shade, and then I'm in the shade a little bit. So that's how hot it is out here. The phone overheats. It's usually when I have to go in is the phone overheats. Okay, let me put one. Yeah, I was really excited. I was like, oh, it's gonna be so nice, because it was like really overcasty all morning. And as soon as I come out here, comes the sun. Which I appreciate you, sun. I'm not trying to bag on you, sun. But it's hot. Yeah, I was gonna say, thank you. Don't have anything too much, but you know, don't have it just. Rich always wants to show just like my head. I'm like, I'm not young. You can't just show my head. I'm an old lady. Can't zoom in my face and just show my wrinkles and stuff. When you're young, you want it real close to your face. You have beautiful skin, you know. You don't have the, what do they call them, crow's peaks or whatever that was called. What do they call crow's feet? What do they call those things? Crow's feet? The lines that you get next to your eyes. Crow's feet? What did I say, crow's peak? Anyways, I got those for sure. The lines. I'm like, nah, give me a little room away from me. Anywho, so yeah, so day 11, no alcohol. Oh, I have a story about that. So this morning I worked like early morning, like 3 a.m. kind of morning. And it was someone that had like tons of alcohol out there. It was a local, but they were like, when I first got there, they said, do you want something to drink? And so this guy had like, you know those wine fridges, but the ones that are like the size of fridges, but then they're clear? He had like 3 of those, which those hold a lot. They're like the size of a regular fridge, but they're clear. They have a clear door, and then so you can see through them. But he had 3 of those. This person was very wealthy. And that was, I mean, just in wine alone, I'm sure, you know, because usually you don't have those kind of things if you don't have good wine, you know, but like crappy wine in those things, you know what I mean? I'm sure you have like nice wine in there. I'm not a wine person. But he said, do you want anything to drink? And I was like, no, I don't really drink in Vegas. I occasionally drink when I go to New York, and then like he let it go, and I was like, it was cool because it ended up being a longer call than I had thought, so I got paid extra. But Richard didn't know that I was going to be asked if I wanted to drink, but for some reason, like he was waiting because it was supposed to be an hour, and then I couldn't let him know, and so then he thought, oh gosh, did she get drunk and like lost track of time? Like it was weird, like that was his thought. And then when I came out, I said, no, I was actually offered alcohol, but actually I got paid. He said, oh, good. So it all worked out. So I actually ended up being a really good call because I got paid extra time, but I didn't have alcohol. But it was, I don't know, it was cool to kind of like feel like I really could have in that moment. Because like I said, even Rich was like, maybe she did. He was like, oh, well, she did. He wasn't even going to be mad. And so, like, I kind of knew that I actually probably could, because like, I was like, oh, whatever, I'm about to go to New York. Richard really was like, whatever, he's not trying to get in my business of things I want to choose for, like, these decisions, as long as it's not too reckless. But he's hoping I, make good decisions. And it just felt good today, because it was like, I felt I made the right decision, because I'm 11 days, and I only have 12 days till New York, and I don't want to be drinking or getting, out of health right now. Like I'm just today kind of starting to like really feel in the groove with like, because, we've been staying with the keto diet to the protein. I think it's been like about a week now. I keep meaning to look at the day. It was the day, whatever day I said I went to the store, it was a while back. And it probably was Saturday or something like that. I can't even remember now. And that was the last time that I had like sugary. We've only had like protein, and I've had a little bit of eggs, and we've had like bone broth stew. So I've had some a little egg, some bone broth stew, the beef burgers, steak, and like I had some what was that? Some kind of beef roast last night or something like that.
What's it called?
What was that thing we had last night? That roast? What is that called? It was like a rump roast or something like that. Yeah. But anyways, so I've been sticking on the protein, and today I was just feeling so good. Like I was finally like kind of feeling like my body's starting to kind of like get its form again, because I didn't really like, I didn't mind putting on weight because I know I was too thin. I just don't want to put it on in the wrong spot. So you want to like, when you put on weight, you want it to be healthily, where you're not just like putting on because you're drinking alcohol. You want it to be, because you're, eating correctly and, nutrients and stuff. So
alcohol, you want it to be, because you're,
places.
eating correctly.
I'm actually kind of happy, like my body's kind of like now getting back into place, and it's not like I haven't lost any weight. It's where the weight goes. So it's hard to explain with when you do the protein diet. Is it really just kind of finds where your body needs it to be, and I've never experienced that before with any sort of way I ate. It was usually like, in order for it maybe not to all circulate in my stomach, because everyone needs fat, and everyone needs fat on their body, but it's just where it is where people get mad about. Certain spots you're like, oh, that's great, your butt, I don't care, sure, put it over there. But when it's some spots where you don't want it, then that can be really irritating. And that's what often gets people into eating disorders, is not that their overall body they're not maybe unhappy with, it's certain spots, and they don't know how to fix that. And then there's always, go to the gym, work out, do all this. Yeah, but not everyone can do that, and it's also not everyone ever would want to do that, and it's just they afford it or have the time or whatever, so many different scenarios. But when you do like the protein diet, I find that like when I eat, like just every added pound goes like in a good way, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. So I'm starting to really feel that way, where it's like, oh, okay. And I am putting on some weight, which is good because I'm finally getting healthy. But I want it to be in the right spots, you know. So I know when I go to New York, it kind of always goes, just kind of turns into, like I always feel like my body turns more into a blob, even though you might weigh the exact same amount, even kind of look, you just kind of like more blobby-ish, and then I get here and it's more toned, you know, and I just like being more toned. But, you know, muscle weighs more than fat. So often as you get in shape, you could actually put on weight. So don't ever, like, the scale is a stupid thing to ever gauge. I don't weigh myself except for once in a blue moon, just to kind of like when I get back from New York at some point, I'll be like, oh, I'll put myself on the scale just to see it. Like, oh, I did put on weight. Because I can tell, but, you know, I don't know, whatever. But then, you should never ever weigh yourself daily. That will drive someone crazy, no matter how healthy you are or not, because it's every day is different. And, you know, yeah, water weight, and you have, you know, whatever, you know, you didn't digest as much as the night before, whatever. So it's the stupidest thing to ever do. So just try to be like, where does my body feel good? You know, not what it says on the scale or what anyone else tells you. Like, where it feels good for you. So that's why I know I try to find where my body feels good to me, but I get judgment either way, you know, because I get judgment more on like social media when I'm thinner, but then I get more judgment like at work when I'm not as thin, you know what I mean? It's like, so it is, I get kind of stuck in the middle a little bit there. So I just have to find like where I feel comfortable. Because if people are judging me and I feel comfortable, I don't really care. But if I don't feel comfortable and people are judging me, then that's where, you know, that's when it starts to bother people. So the more confidence you have, you can kind of take the hate, but the less confidence, then it can really get to you. So I'm getting my confidence back today, and I'm feeling really good about that. And Richard got me, Richard got me some new dresses, and I wore one last night. I love it. It's like, I think it's a cheetah print, not leopard, but I thought it was leopard. He's like, I think it's cheetah. You know, one of those two. I like both those prints, but it's super cute. And then he got me a new suitcase. So I'm going to start packing today. It's wonderful. It's so wonderful. I didn't know. He surprised me. And I was going to use my same one. It's a really nice one. It's blue. It's a little bit lighter blue. It's a different brand. It's called Travel Pro. It's the same thing that matches my new bag that he got me. But they're not matching color, which I don't like them to match in color. But he keeps being like, are you sure you don't want me to get it right? I was like, no, I like them to be. I hate when people have all matching luggage. That's boring to me. I don't like that. I like to have the different colors. So I have, it's kind of a light blue suitcase. I'll show you guys later. And then kind of a greenish, grayish bag that you put on top. But that's better. Different colors. I don't know, black or something. I don't know. I find that so boring. I don't know. I don't know why you want all your luggage to match. That's just boring to me. I like having different colors. I like it to like look good together, but not necessarily match, you know. I don't know. So he keeps thinking about it. I'm like, no, I want it this way. Stop it. I want this one. Richard always, when he buys them, oh, return. No, I hate returning things. I won't return something unless I really don't like it. Richard will return everything and anything. Like, we'll buy it again. I'm like, oh man, I should have kept that thing. Let's go get it again. I don't. Once I buy something, I really try to make it work. But I do appreciate Amazon though, because sometimes some stuff is so bad. Like I just ordered these ridiculous boxer shorts that I thought would be cute for like pajama shorts. Horrible. You guys wonder why I wear? Okay, well, we don't, go to the store much, and I used to, go when I would go to Walmart or Target, but we don't really go there anymore. They just pretty much go to Smith's. So the only option for me to buy things is on Amazon. And I have tried a couple times to get some pajama shorts other than the like 2 that I wear. But they've just been a flop each time because it looks fine in the photo and you get it, oh dear. I don't know if you guys bought from Amazon. It can be really good and it can be really bad. And it's not necessarily price, it's not like, oh, the cheap stuff is really bad. I mean, the cheap stuff probably is bad, but I'm saying it's not necessarily, you can't just go by the price. Because you can spend a lot and get some terrible stuff, and then you can get other things cheap that are good. And so I always thought, oh, if it's a little more expensive, on Amazon, but no, be careful with that. They can send you total garbage. It used to be a little bit better. It's gotten really loosey-goosey now where you have to be careful. So these were horrific. So I'm going to return those. We have so many things to return. We got to go to Kohl's, and that's a Whole Foods one. But so I ordered myself today. They're only $11.99, which I don't know if that's going to be, might be bad, but I don't know. The other ones are more expensive and they were flops, so we'll go with it seemed like a good, they are like kind of like board shorts, but like, I'm going to see if those will work for New York. Because I don't want to be wearing these around New York. And it might be a little bit too chilly now, so I might just be wearing pants. But I feel like there might still be some warm days when I get there in September. But September probably is starting to get cold there already. So I might not even need shorts. But I ordered those today, so we'll see. Hopefully I can wear a new pair of shorts. I could order, but it's really hard on Amazon, and I don't like going in person. I like ordering on Amazon, but it's really difficult to find things that you're gonna like. And then when I don't like it, I have to go return it and do it, and it's just a pain in the ass to me. So I just don't do it. But when I go right before New York is the only time I ever order stuff. So that's the only time I'll be like, oh, what do I? Because I think, I get away with these in Vegas, but not in New York, kind of thing. I did wear these all around New York, though. No, that's true. They're ridiculous too. I do have a couple of other pairs of shorts, but they're not as comfortable, you know what I mean? So, I'll wear them if I have to, but like, usually I'm all about like comfort. When I'm not working, I'm usually about comfort. Like, and especially if I'm like walking around New York, I used to like think, oh, it doesn't matter if you're super uncomfortable, but now I'm like, nah, it's nice to be comfortable. But I'm not bringing my sneakers this time. I'm gonna wear, they're kind of like heeled boots. Oh, Rich got me these little boots too, these little ankle boots. They're really cute. That's what I'm gonna wear to New York, and that's what I'm gonna wear whole time I'm there. I can't bring more shoes. It's not really by choice. I can bring one pair for work. That's all I can fit in my bags for when I'm traveling there. So I'm like, what am I gonna wear all the time? I either choose, last time it was the sneakers, I think the last 2 times were the sneakers, and then the time before were those big ass boots, the leopard ones. Those ones are not the best idea anymore. Those are the ones where I fell. I was drinking, but the boots didn't help, and the level wind. It was the windiest day I'd ever experienced in my entire life, and I live in Vegas. I was walking in these big boots that have a tiny little heel for when you're walking on like cement, it's not stiletto, but it's not the wedge. It was my new ones are wedged. Wedge I can handle. This is, it had the heel that was separate, and it was, the small heel. So it's not the best for walking on the roads in New York City. And it was just so windy that day. And it blew my hat off and stuff, and I was tipsy. I was already tipsy from drinking, and I got tipped over. That one really hurt. I remember I had pretty bad bruises, but I had forgotten, I didn't know that those bruises came from that. That's probably when I drink, so I end up with a lot of bruises. And then I go oh dear, where did I get that one from? But I can't remember because it'll fall or something. But I haven't been doing that recently, so I feel like I'm gonna be very responsible this time. Even Rich is he's you can be responsible, when you drink. He preferred me not to drink, obviously, but he's not gonna, he knows I'm gonna come to that decision soon on my own. He doesn't have to make it be sooner than I want, because I'm already kind of getting there. I don't like it that much. But I've definitely changed. I'm realizing I can be responsible. I don't have to just get wasted and stuff. And I have that ability to control myself. So I'm not in my 20s where it's, I don't know, some in your 20s you don't have that ability. I don't know, you just always go crazy. And I did, I was thinking about with, so we were talking about even though I'm an alcoholic, I have spent less of my life drinking than not drinking, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying just as a child, I'm saying, because at 22, I went into AA, and I was sober for like 4 years or something like that. After that, 4 or 5 years, and then and then it wasn't. Yeah, it was right before I started hanging out with Rich. I kind of got back into drinking. So it wasn't like him that got me into everything. Rich has always kind of been like the more sober person, but I had just kind of recently got back into drinking, and then I was kind of full on into it because that's like what I'll do when I'm, And so he met me at a time that I was not wanting to give up drinking, and he didn't ever really like drinking, but he would drink with me because I didn't like drinking by myself. So I'd be like, you gotta drink with me. So then, but I've only seen Richard drunk like a couple times, because I've always been the one drunk way before him. And I remember he was really drunk one time in Panama, and I think it was only because I had been drunk and passed out and then woke back up, and he was like really intoxicated. But like I rarely have ever seen him, and he's seen me drunk. So, but it's been, like I said, smaller portions of our life, and we both were really big into AA, Richard was in AA like 19, and I went in at like 22. So it's not like we had spent like all this time drinking and then went into AA. Like I just turned 21. And, I drank in the military, but you're working too. So, you're working all the time. So it's not like college where you can literally just, F off for days. Or, you in the military, you have to show up. So even if you're drinking, like in a way, you still had to be kind of responsible. Because even then, we had to be aware, like, even if we're drinking and we pass out tonight, we have to be up for work in the morning, So it's always kind of been, I think that was my issue is I didn't like having to kind of monitor my drinking. So I think then when I would get to drink, I would just go crazy. But now I'm like, it's crazy to not want to monitor your drinking. You want to act a fool and like be insane and piss everybody off. And, let me close this door. It's too hot for Gloria, I think. Is the door open? I'm sure the hot air is going in there. Too hot. It's just crazy. When we're young, it's like, I remember just wanting to get wasted. That was the goal. Which I'm like, it's like insane. It's insane to want to do that, if you think about that. But that's the young mentality. So I'm feeling really strong today. I'm really hoping this trip, maybe I decide not to drink after all this talk about it. But I definitely feel that it's I'm getting over it. It's kind of like it's always a phase for me. It's weird because I just don't like being a wasted drunk. It's not really like something I particularly like find.
A lot of people are saying great job on it, babe.
Oh, thank you. I feel stupid because I know it's kind of like Groundhog Day with the back and forth.
Yeah, it's back and forth.
I know it's a little bit kind of irritating to be like, how many times are you going to start day one again? Probably till I stop drinking in New York. That's the thing. But I feel really strong about my commitment to not drink in Vegas. Like even today, it was like, even though I could have, and it's not that far from New York, so it wouldn't have been catastrophic if I drank today. Does that make sense? It just would have pissed me off. You know what I mean? But it wouldn't have been something that was catastrophic, so I could have done it. But I was just like, why? And then I was like, why do it just today and then still have to, get sober again tomorrow? And it just didn't make sense. Yeah, it just was like, I'd rather just not have a drink. You know what I mean? And it was a pretty simple thing. Like this guy wasn't even a pusher about it. You just said, no, I don't drink in Vegas. And you're like, okay, cool. But some people are a little more aggressive about trying to get you to drink it when you say no. That actually just starts to piss me off, so that makes me stronger. I'm like, force me to, people like push you to do things you don't want to do. So it really worked out, and it was very cool to like be able to tell Rich that. And it's not that I'm never offered alcohol. I'm almost always, but this was like one of those things where it's getting so close to New York, and I I was tired when I went out, and which I wasn't really. I thought I was. So I got out. I was like, actually, I was pretty awake because I actually slept a lot last night before this. But I thought I was tired. You just think you're tired. I don't want to get out of bed. But and I'm so close to New York and even Richard got the twinge that like maybe that was occurring, and yeah, it was just, I don't know. It felt like a good what do you say that, like, thing I avoided, obstacle I avoided. And it could have been a very different day, and then I'd be like, I'm back to, actually I would probably not even be talking to you guys if I had drank, because I would have then needed to come home and drink some more. See, it's just a vicious cycle. For me, I don't just have one drink. I don't have it's like, if I drink there, then when I get home, I'm going to want to drink, you know what I mean? So it's just like, sometimes it's easier to just say no. It really is, And if you're struggling with that, just think through it like, it's never one drink. You're never having one drink. So that's why when I go to New York, I have to be like, well, if I drink, it's only in New York, and I want that to stop. But that's it. Because otherwise, like when you're someone that enjoys it so much, you don't know when to stop. You know what I mean? And I'll get really sick before I'll stop, if I, on my own, probably still drink even if I'm sick. I used to drink, like, even when I was sick. I remember, like, taking antibiotics and drinking. I don't even think you're supposed to mix those, It was many, many years ago. But I remember being like, and Richard even be like, I don't think alcohol is going to help you get healthy. I'll be fine. This is probably, like Panama days. But, yeah, it's just, I think that's why, it's not that I like that I'm breaking my sobriety at times. It's more just like, I like that I'm getting control of myself. Does that make sense? Like, we like to, like, just blame the alcohol or the addiction for that made us do something. But really, we did it ourselves. So it's like, why did I do that? Why did this bring this out in me? And that's kind of what I've really been evaluating, because I always was just like, I'm just mean when I drink, and I just won't drink because I'm just mean when I drink. And then I'm like, no, I'm mean all the time. I'm mean. I'm very mean. Not always. Like, I am very nice too, but I'm very mean too. Like, I have two sides to me. I'm very nice to people that I love, like, we're in the sense of, like, well, not always, not always. That's not always right. Maybe it's that. But I'm usually nice to people that I love. And then I can be very mean to people that, like I was young. But now I realize I've been mean to my loved ones too at times. So I always thought I was, like, nice to my loved ones, but not always, as you guys know. And now I'm trying to be nice to everybody and not ever be mean. Like, there's really never a reason to be mean. I mean, I think we need to, because especially, like, if someone's mean to us, but it's like, do we have to be mean back? I mean, it doesn't really ever go anywhere. And then you're meaner and meaner and meaner and meaner. Who can be meaner? But if someone's mean to you, and if you're nice back, that'll irritate them even more. Oh, man, it's the worst thing. When you're mean to someone, they're all nice. Give me. Why can't you be mean? It is because someone who's mean wants that negative energy. They want to feed on another, negative person. So, kill them with kindness, as they say. It really does actually upset someone who, but in a good way. I'm not saying you're doing it to irritate them. I'm saying it's almost like if you're really mad at them, be nice, and that will irritate them the most at first, and then they'll probably come around, you know what I mean? They don't have to be mean anymore. But, so, it has an outcome. But it does at first kind of usually irritate the person, because they're expecting you to say something nasty back or something, and if you just say something nice, or to just, or agree with them. Oh, you're right, I am an asshole. You're so right. Thank you for putting that. Whatever it is, someone who's mean wants the negative energy, but then when someone is nice, they actually might stop being so mean, you know what I mean? Because they maybe have only encountered other mean people. People are mean because they've had people be mean to them, and usually, like, their upbringing, we don't start out as mean. That thing of, like, we're born sinners. We're not mean. We're not mean. That's your upbringing. A baby is not mean. baby is crying because it's trying to get your attention to, like, I need something, but it's not mean, and it's, people think that the baby's trying to mess with them with, like, scream or something. No, it doesn't know how to communicate yet, so all it can do is scream, so it's trying to get your attention. Say, I need your help, I pooped my pants, or something. I'm hungry, whatever it is. But yeah, a baby's not mean. But 2-year-olds can get mean, because they've already been influenced by people around them, you know what I mean? You know? Like at 2, on these little things, because they probably have had interactions with lots of other people in that time. And if they weren't taught to be nice, because you kind of have to be taught niceness, because what happens is our society doesn't always like teach the young anything like about things like, you know, we say like be nice, don't be mean, kind of thing, but like I don't think they fully get it until unfortunately they experience it. Does that make sense? And that's kind of the crazy thing in life is you almost have to go through the thing to finally understand it, a lot of things. And so like sometimes people don't even understand what mean or nice means, you know what I mean? Oh sure, I'll be nice, and they think it's like saying thank you or something. But there's like tone of how you say things, there's like energies, you know what I mean? And some people think that like just the words, and so a lot of times kids will think if you say thank you but you say like terribly, you know, or you know, whatever the thing is. So yeah, it is something that kind of has to be taught, but I don't think we're inherently mean until someone's mean to us. Does that make sense? Like if everybody was nice and like true niceness, not just like fake nice, then everyone would be nice. But most people are mean. So, and they're pretending to be nice. So they tell their kid to be nice, and all the kid is seeing meanness, and then this fake niceness thing that's not really nice. Oh, did it start over?
Yeah, get a little hot out here.
Should I go inside?
Yeah.
Is this a brand new blog?
No, it's the same one.
Okay, good. Yesterday we had to start a new one because it overheated. Should you bring it down a little bit? I feel like, because it's in direct sunlight right there.
You think it should be down like that?
Yeah, like if you bring it more in the shade.
There's no shade over here, unfortunately.
Right, there's, well, I guess not really.
You can do that.
A little bit.
Try it.
Does that look okay like that, or does it look bad?
Why not?
We need like 2 umbrellas. I only have 1. My other one is clear. I was like, oh, I have a great umbrella for this. And I go to get it, and I was like, oh, it's clear. It's not going to work. So I have 2, so that worked out. This one was a President's leopard, of course. I love it. I like leopard, and I do like cheetah too, but I think I like leopard the most. But I really like this cheetah dress that Richard got me. I really enjoy that dress. I'm really happy because I really don't like going to New York when I'm wearing clothes that I've worn several times there, like for work, from regular, whatever. But I might actually have a different pair of shorts. We'll see how it works out. I think they arrive tomorrow, and I'll probably have to return them. I do this all the time. I do try to buy pajama shorts once in a while, and there's always a flop. But very picky with them, which doesn't seem like I'm picky with these ugly things. But something about these ones are comfortable, and they, you know, and I don't know, something about them where some of them just don't fit right on you, you know, and then they puff out your, for me, I love them just to puff out, you know what I'm talking about? Ladies, they look ridiculous. Like they just go like, and you look like an A-frame. And then no, I want them to kind of like come closer to my legs. So it's really hard to get the kind of like pajama shorts that don't go like, because like how boxers, you know, like, fan out. I don't want it like that. I want more closer to my leg. But anyways, so I am getting really excited for New York though, and I'm really excited that I'm doing well with my health too. Like because I feel like when I get there, even if I mess up, I'll be much healthier than when I had left. Like, when I left, not last Tuesday, but Tuesday before. When I left August the 12th, and now I go back September the 4th, I'll be much healthier than if I had not taken this seriously of like getting healthy in between. Because if I kind of was like, oh, whatever, I'll just still eat junk food or still drink when I get to Vegas. it would have been much more frustrating going back, because I would feel like I'm never getting healthy. I'm just keep going back to New York and getting more and more unhealthy. But now I even though it's not that much time, I know it's only 3 weeks, but I'm realizing in 3 weeks, if you are committed to, staying on a good diet, healthy diet, whatever is the one you like, and not drinking, you can feel pretty good in 3 weeks. Like, I'm realizing, because it's been 11 days and I'm feeling really good, and I have 12 days left. So, I think I'm only going to feel better each day as long as I stay on my health plan, which is what I'm going to do. That's what I'm saying, because once I mess up, then I'm starting back day one again. And I don't want to do that until I get back from New York. And maybe I won't even mess up in New York, but if I do, it's only going to be in New York. Does that make sense? I don't want to be starting this again and again in Vegas. And I know I did that last time. I don't want to do that again. So I'm really feeling strong about, let me get as healthy as I possibly can. And I think the healthier I am when I arrive, the less I'll want to be unhealthy. Does that make sense? So I don't want to be unhealthy now, because then I have no chance to be healthy in New York, you know what I mean? So it's like, this is my only chance to be healthy, and then I can, fingers crossed, I'll have enough willpower to be healthy in New York, and that would be the ideal scenario. But if I'm already being unhealthy here, it's only going to go downhill once I get to New York. Does that make sense? So, because you kind of need that foundation of, like, even just like a habit of, like, like when we do this diet, you get much more into, like, you eat your 3 meals a day and that's it, you don't snack and stuff. So when you're doing sugar, you're a lot more snacky, so you get used to just eating more often. So, like, all these little habits you have to kind of, like, change. And that's why the first, like, week is really difficult, because just your habits are just so used to whatever you were doing. So when I first get back, I kind of just have to rearrange my habits, and one of my habits is drinking, so that has to get rearranged. So that's easiest to just come here and just say no drinking, and let's just restart the healthy habits that I already have here, instead of, like, confusing. So it's like kind of what's going on is I'm being, like, my healthiest in Vegas and probably my least healthy in New York, but I want those eventually to kind of merge together where it's all healthy. But I figure for now, at least, I'm being healthy more than I'm being unhealthy. Does that make sense? And so, and we were for years just super healthy, and I thought it was going to stay that way forever, and I thought I would be very upset if this ever happened, but I wouldn't say I'm upset. I'm saying I'm just going through a different phase in my life, and I ultimately just want to be healthy. I mean, I love being healthy. I feel great when I'm healthy. I don't like being any sort of intoxicated person. I mean, I laugh once in a while when I act stupid in New York, or like the first day or two, and then I just start to get embarrassed, and then I go, like, it's not really ladylike, and it's not very classy, and no one really likes it that much except for when they want to hate on you. But I don't think anyone that, like, values you as a person really wants to see you, poisoning yourself basically with alcohol. And doing something you don't want to do. So it's one of those things where there's, like, it's a little bit of a conundrum, I guess would be the word, when I'm there, because I'm like, there's a part of me that, like, is like, oh, I want to do this, and everyone will think it's so funny, and la la la, I know I'll be more fun or whatever. And then there's the thing of, like, or everyone's just gonna think you're a complete fool, and, like, what, what I mean? So you're just, like, stuck there, and you're just like. And then I go, well, I just have to, like I said, not worry what other people think. Just do what feels right to me. And I get alcohol does not seem like a good plan, but I do feel right now, for whatever reason, I'm going through this journey, and I'm letting myself go through this journey, the Jedi Joy journey. That's my Twitter, X, whatever you call it. So I could just be sober, I could have just been sober at every one of these trips since November, but for whatever reason, like, I'm really glad I went through this, you know what I mean? And it's not something I want to continue, because it's not really, like, when I say, okay, alcohol is my vice if I want a vice, but, like, I don't usually want a vice. Does that make sense? So, yeah, if you say, okay, Joe, what thing you have if you have to have a vice? I'd say alcohol, right? But if you say, Joy, do you want a vice at all? I'd say no, I'd rather not. And that's what I was trying to say early on with the channel, is like, we really weren't addicted to anything because, you know, we did weed, which is not actually addictive. And the protein is not addictive. I mean, you need protein, but it's not like addictive like sugar. And we weren't doing anything like caffeine. We were just doing water. So we weren't on anything that was addictive in the sense where the next day you would be ill if you don't have that thing or something, or within a certain amount of time frame. You know, we weren't addicted to anything like that. And right now I'm not either. But when I go to New York, the alcohol and the sugar becomes that. And I prefer to not have those addictions. So that's when I say, you know, it's a little bit of thing, because it's like, well, if I want to celebrate, this would be my vice of alcohol. But do I really need to celebrate? You know, so that's kind of like, so that's where I'm stuck in a little bit of a, like, but then I go, well, I'm going to New York, and I, you know, so it's like kind of like, it's a little bit of this thing, and that's how Richard feels too. It's like, well, you know, you are going to New York, you're working hard if you want to have alcohol, you know, so there is a little bit of this, like, but there is a bad habit of celebrating with bad things. You know, we never want to celebrate with good things. It's not like, well, let me celebrate and have like my healthiest food. It's like, no, let me celebrate and have something off my diet or alcohol or whatever, you know, your vice may be. But I don't know why we always want it to be something that's harmful to us. And I don't think we intend it to be that way, but it always is the thing that we're, well, that's the thing I want. And it's never something that's like, oh, I want to go running in the morning. So what's your vice, Joy? Oh, running in the morning. That's, yeah, when I really feel great, I'm just going to go running in the morning. When I feel like I did such a good job in New York, I just want to run. No, sorry, no. I don't run anymore. I can. I still can run. I'm a good runner. But I just don't like to. I will if I need to. I mean, when we had to chase buses or trains, I'll run. But or when I'm trying to get to work, and someone's like, yeah. But I don't prefer to run anymore. I love walking. I love walking, and I was a runner for many years since a child. You know, my parents are both runners. Now I'm like, you guys enjoy yourself, especially running in Vegas, but also running in New York. Both of them, I'm like, just take the subway and go up and down the stairs. You run. And then here it's like, we gotta help you run in this weather. Good luck. Bring some water and make sure you have your phone to call 911 or someone with you. Call 911 for you. It is way too hot to run here. I don't know what people are thinking. You see tourists coming and like, are you insane? I mean, even when it's not hot, it's dry. It's just not pleasant ever to run here. So we used to do the indoor track here. As the only way I'm running in Vegas is the indoor track. We would do that at the Las Vegas Athletic Club. I would run, so would Rich too. He doesn't like running as much as me, and I don't anymore. So then we got into swimming. I like that much more. I couldn't swim really. I mean, I couldn't not swim. It wasn't like I couldn't swim. It was like, I drowned. But I was not a swimmer. Like I could not do like good swimming. I don't know, whatever, kind of swim, but not in any sort of like. So Richard spent like several months with me when we lived in these one apartments, getting me to swim, and I felt so ridiculous, because I could swim, you guys. It wasn't like I couldn't swim. I mean, I did swimming lessons as a child, and we were always in the water, but I did not know how to do like, competitive kind of swimming. Richard taught me all the different ones, the butterfly. So I'm okay now. I'm not great, but my mom was a really good swimmer, but I just never got into swimming. You know why, honestly, I didn't get into swimming? It's crazy now I think about it, is I was always self-conscious to get in a bathing suit as a child, very early on. So I never really wanted to do swimming. It's crazy because it's such a good thing to do. We need to do it over here. Same problem, I'm still like, this is more, I gotta make sure, I think it should be fine now. When I first got back, I wasn't sure because I got this new, I'm not wearing the bikini over there anymore at the retirement community, clubhouse. But I didn't have a one piece. So I got this one piece, which I haven't tried on, but I was like, I don't want me trying it on right after I get home. I don't think it's gonna fit. Probably would be way too snug in a bikini, or not a bikini, a one piece snug is just uncomfortable. Maybe I'll get it on, but it's not gonna be comfortable, So I probably could wear it now, because we need to go over there. I would love to go before I leave. See, it wasn't that like I said, my weight hasn't changed, it's where my weight was distributed. So the more healthy I get and the more I kind of lightly work out, then the weight goes back in the right spots, and I like that. Because when I first get home, I'm just like a blob, and I'm so bloated too. Oh God, I'm so bloated. That's a part of why I didn't drink. I had so many factors why I didn't drink when I got home, actually, though. It was perfect, because so many bad things were occurring, in the sense of, like, I was so bloated from drinking early, those beers in the morning. Oh, they were so bloated, because they didn't have the hard ciders at this one store, so I started getting these beers, forget it, and they were, but anyways, those bloated me so bad. So I'm on the plane, I'm like so uncomfortable. And then, you know, I'd had TMI, but I had diarrhea from the alcohol. And then I was just tired, you know. And then I drank that morning. And then I made a fool of myself with the drunk karaoke. Oh God, I didn't even watch the video till I was on the plane. I was like, oh dear. I definitely am not drinking when I get home. Is what I thought when I saw that video. Because I think I'd even told Rich I need alcohol, and I saw the video. I was like, no, cancel that. Cancel that. He's all, we'll return it if you don't need it. And then I didn't feel good, and I knew I was already starting to kind of withdraw a little bit, because I hadn't drank since the morning. So I was like, I just go through these withdrawals and not elongate the time before I have to go through withdrawals, because I always know I have to go through withdrawals, because I'm not going to continue drinking. So it's like, it's part of why it's hard. So I'm making it this window of only New York, because otherwise it's like you don't want to stop, because the withdrawals suck. They're not that bad after day 3, but day 1 is not fun, you know. I'll tell you that much. I was hurting the night I arrived, because my legs kept cramping up. Like Charlie horses, but in both legs, and like almost the entire leg, all the way, the whole, you know, shin and calf, and started to crawl up, but both legs at the same time for about an hour. You know when you're trying to like kick that thing out, because you're like, oh God, it's like really, really painful. You know what I'm talking about, Charlie horse? For like an hour, both legs. I was like, oh, this is not good. So this has to stop. But in no time during that time was I thinking I wanted to drink. I was just thinking, I gotta ride through this. Give me some water. I remember to drink a lot of water, and he was giving me like magnesium. He had some magnesium, I had a pill, and I was like, man, that helped, I think. But he was trying to rub it, and I was like, no, because they were like, oh, they hurt so bad. So, oof. And I had like the cold sweats all night. The things I do to myself, really not intentional. It really, even though I know it's gonna happen, it's like it's hard, you know. It's hard when you know something's bad, but then you do it anyways for yourself. But I've been making really good decisions in Vegas, so I'm feeling very proud of myself about that. And today was a really good day, because we did not think it was going to work. It's so hit and miss here in Vegas, and so it kind of came out of nowhere, like at 3 a.m., and so it was really fortunate. And then it ended up being a longer call, which is even more fortunate. And then I have an appointment for tomorrow. So it's just like, wow, this is really great with another local. So it's not tourists these days. Oh gosh, everybody's complaining about this trip. It's just, finally everyone realized, and we've been saying it since the pandemic, that it was done. We're like, it's done. I mean, you guys can't see that. For one thing, it's not just the pandemic, it's the online sports betting. That it's done, and I mean it's gonna survive on some level, but not anything like it used to be, not like what people are used to. So now the locals are starting to notice, and they're like, what's going on here? Which I've been like, I was the first one to say, you guys, it's never coming back, like it's done. And they kept going, oh, it'll come back. I'm like, no, you don't understand. For one thing, they had kind of like this facade all these years, and then they kind of destroyed that when they kicked all of the people out on St. Patty's Day and sent them to the airport. All of their guests at Caesars. They'd already kicked them out of MGM 2 days prior, and so the people had gone to Caesars. And then the governor said, kick everyone out immediately. Like, we were at the casino, I was working, and I just finished work, but we were just sitting there, and we watched, and we started filming, because they were like herding people out of the casino, kicking everybody out of their rooms. You had to get your crap and get to the airport. You had to leave that day. They didn't give people even a night to stay at that. They kicked him out that day, the day that they decided to shut down the casinos and hotels, they literally kicked out every tourist and every guest and sent them to the airport. If there was a pandemic, well, there was, but I'm saying we didn't know what was going on at the time fully. That was the worst thing to do, was send all of the people to the airport without masks or anything. There was no masks yet, you know. This was March 17th, 2020. And then when they came back, if those people ever did come back, the ones that were, you know, herded to the airport and had to sleep at the airport for like 10 hours on the floor when there's a virus going around, and now they're all sleeping on dirty floors and stuff, and all next to each other, all packed in like sardines at the airport. People that didn't have flights, they had to go try and get flights, and it was insane. And then they're shutting down flights too. Insane what they did. They should have left them in their rooms and given them a certain amount of time to leave their rooms, you know, a day or two, whatever it was, get a flight, get out, and not send everybody at the airport. And then when they came back, instead of being nice to everybody, they gouged everybody. Like, there's no one here. We could be comping rooms like crazy and it wouldn't matter. It would actually help the casinos. At least someone's there and doing something. You know, you have to pay one maid, great. But they probably are going to contribute something to the casino while they're there. Instead, you know, the rooms don't cost them barely anything. Nope. They barely were comping people. They started gouging them every left from away. They're even more expensive than ever and crappier than ever. You can't be worse than ever and more expensive than ever. Like, people expected a certain thing when they came here, and they're willing to pay for a certain thing, but they're not willing to pay more for that crap. You know what I mean? It's just turned to, and it's so disrespectful down there in the sense of they do not know how to treat tourists. And I heard the reason why they don't, I just heard this today, the reason why they don't put the price on in any of the gift shops or anything like that is because they literally adjust the price according to the time of day, according to the season. So like, they might like be setting the price like just that day, and the day before may have been cheaper for something that you bought. Like, it's BS because they don't want to have the price tag, then you'd have to change it. So that's why you have to ask, and it's dependent on the day and stuff. It's just not a cool way to, because they just are trying to get every extra penny. Because what happened is, the pandemic, the casinos and hotels were closed for 78 days, thanks to Governor Sisolak, a wonderful human being that he is. He only had to do it 30 days and decided to destroy Vegas by doing 78 days. I'm not a fan of that guy. I'm not even political, but I do not like him, I'll tell you that much. That is one politician it's not whether he's Democrat or Republican, I just don't like him. What he did to Vegas, I do not like, because Trump had said 30 days. You know, this is back in 2020. And Sisolak got the brilliant idea to close everything for 78 days, which some of these casinos were spending $1 million a day. So if you close a casino for 78 days that is spending $1 million a day, whether they're open or closed, they can't go $78 million in the hole. So all of them sold, pretty much. Like, all the casinos are not owned by who they pretty much before the pandemic. It's all like new owners, and so these new owners bought them on, you know, on a cheap rate, and they don't want to do anything to the casinos in the sense of like good modifications. If they modify things, it's like to make it cheaper and like crappier. Like, oh, let's modify by adding all these, make sure the bottles so no one can have the little ones and actually take those home. You have to have those dispensers. Well, I told you guys, and I learned that actually from TikTok, so don't be hating on me. They said for the hotels that are trying to be cheapskates, put it in a water bottle. I took the lotion that one time. The people that say I steal. For one thing, you're allowed to use anything that is in the hotel that is allowed. Like, I mean, like, I could use that full bottle of lotion if I wanted to while I was there. Like, that, I'm allowed to do that. So it's not really stealing when it's something that was allowed for you to use at the hotel that you stayed at. They usually give you little bottles and you can take them home, and now they're little cheapskates. I don't usually do that. That was only that one time. I actually did it just to make you guys all get mad. I was like, oh, because I actually heard about someone doing that on TikTok. And I was like, oh, they're going to just lose their shorts. Because I don't do that. I don't care. It's not that great of stuff that they have in the hotels, honestly. Some hotels, it's decent, but I usually always get my own stuff. I always say I'm going to use the hotel stuff, and then I'm like, no. It's all the same. The shampoo, the conditioner, body wash is almost all the same stuff. I was like, are we sure these are different products? I mean, the lotion and the conditioner, sorry, those look a little different. Those are white. But the body wash and the shampoo, I don't think these are different products. These are exactly the same. But anyways, I'm excited to go back. But yeah, I'm staying at all new hotels, so I don't even know if they'll have those. Some hotels don't have that. Some hotels, I mean, if you're real cheapskates, you just don't even provide it all. Get your own stuff. You know. A lot of hotels are becoming more and more like that. Very few things are being provided in the sense of, like you used to get water bottles. I haven't seen that in a long time. Not even in Vegas. I used to see that always in Vegas, like, for my clients. I haven't seen someone get, like, water bottles in a long time, unless they were staying in a really nice room. In a really nice room, you get, like, a gift basket. Some of those suites, the ones that are, like, way up, the big expensive ones, not just, like, a suite. I mean, like, not like the penthouses, because no one stays in a penthouse, but the ones that might be called penthouse. Like, there's the true penthouse. Those are like $20,000 a night. No one stays in those. But then there's rooms that they call the penthouse, which I think is like the next floor below the penthouse usually in most places. And those kind of rooms, then you get all kinds of free stuff. It's like, but you spend a fortune on the room, so there you go. Wouldn't really call it free. But yeah, most hotels, like the ones I stay in New York, they don't even have mini bars or anything like that. All this stuff's kind of going away. You can usually go like downstairs, which is good for me. I mean, I don't need that stuff, but I wouldn't be tempted by that because it's too expensive. I couldn't be drunk enough to do a mini bar, not unless someone else was paying and told me to, you know, but not on my own dime. I'm like, oh hell no, I'll go downstairs. No, but it's just kind of nice to not have that, especially if I don't want to drink and not have open my fridge to a mini bar every 2 seconds. So, yeah, most of them don't have mini bars. They really have. Some of them you only get like one towel too, like a hand towel, a washcloth in it. I'm like, can I get at least 2 towels? 2 big towels? Is that an option around here? It's getting so chintzy. Not 2 big towels. I get 1 big towel. That's it. I mean, you can always get more towels, but it's just annoying to go in your room and have like 1 towel. Can you give me 2? Like, it seems like it. Yeah, but they have gotten like much cheaper. I remember when me and Richard were first staying in New York, you used to sometimes get like chocolate on your bed on some of the hotels. If you stayed at that same hotel, no. Like maybe the really expensive ones, but these were like the one, like almost all of them, you know, they have, you know, extra towels for you on the bed. One of them, they had the towel, you know, they had folded it into an animal, you know. And we didn't pay a lot for this hotel. It was like, this is nice. But now, like that same hotel, actually, I'm trying to remember if that was the hotel that went out of business. I feel like I can't remember if it was that one or a different one, but I feel like if it was that one, they only did it the first time and then they never did it again. They were already like changing as we were there. I think it may have been that one. I feel like the first time we ever stayed there this year, I can't remember. Yeah, we stayed at so many hotels. They really start to be like, and then now I stay at so many. I'm actually trying to keep my log of all the hotels. I can't remember if I wrote down my hotels from, I gotta go update my log from last trip because I like to write down every hotel that I stay at because I do start to forget. Like if I don't write it down, I will forget because we've stayed at a lot in New York. And I'm never gonna read my list off again because that got me in trouble last time, letting people know where I've stayed. I tried to stay at new places, but eventually I'll run out of new places, you know, so I'll rotate on some level. Maybe not. There's a lot of hotels in Manhattan. There are really, like I always think, oh, I'm gonna end up having to stay at the same place, and then we go look and that place doesn't even like show up. It's just like, there's just so many hotels and it really depends on when your reservation is, you know? Because like you won't even know a hotel exists. Sometimes if you're just looking on like Bookings or Expedia, like because it can either always be booked or maybe you had put a price break or something where it just doesn't ever show that hotel. And then all of a sudden one trip you'll be like, oh, look at this. And it's not new, you know, it's always been there. So it's kind of fun. So like that's what happened this trip. There was a lot that popped up that were like, oh. Because I do know a lot of the hotels in Manhattan because I used to look at, we did Bookings then, now we do Expedia. But I would look, because when we were living there, we would change, and so I would search for the next hotel we were going to stay at. And so I know like a lot of the hotels, whether I stay there or not. Like I've looked through like basically the photo gallery of like almost every hotel in Manhattan. I'd like to see which ones would work for us. But then, like I said, it's only the ones that have popped up on the site. So every once in a while you're like, oh my God, I've never even heard of that one. Or have I walked by it? You know, and then I'm like, maybe I've walked by it, you know. And so it's kind of fun when that happens. So that's what happened this trip, is there's a handful. So I'm not even fully sure I know where they are. Like I'm kind of like, I think I know in my brain. Like I'm kind of like trying to visualize the hotels I'm staying at, but I'm like I know where they are, like on the map, but I was like sometimes trying to visualize if I've actually seen the hotel in my mind. So it's kind of fun. But 12 days and 11 days sober, so it's kind of like almost half and half there. And Gloria and Annette went dancing last night. They had a fabulous time. They came back, I think it was around 11:30 or midnight. I was asleep when Richard went to go pick them up, but then I had woken up like right before he got home.
It's getting pretty hot out there.
Okay, then we can move in.
Yeah.
Let's move in.
You like it out here?
No, we can move in. Yeah, we'll move in. It's getting hot. We'll move in. Let's move in. Yeah, you bring that. I'll get the rest of the stuff.
Oh, it is nice. Look at that. It's really nice out.
Yeah, well, I'll show my new suitcase and stuff, so we'll point it to the bed, because I'll show my new goodies for New York. All right, let me get my nunchucks. So that's nice. Okay.
Ooh, I'm sweating already.
I know it's really hot if you're in the sun. That's why that umbrella makes a huge difference. Just keeping the sun off of you. I mean, that's what people know. That it's not like I discovered something. If you put an umbrella in the sun, it's gonna shade you.
You discovered that.
Believe me, if anyone discovered it, it'd be my mother. That woman loved umbrellas in the shade, and not regular umbrellas. Like ones that were supposed to be on tables and things, you know? She'd be lugging those things around the beach. Like, Mom, you're not supposed to take the table one. That's not the one that's supposed to go there. Oh, yeah, this will block everybody.
Whoa. Good morning, everybody.
Okay, we're getting
How you doing?
the lights set up here, and then I'm going to show you guys my new suitcase. I'm pretty excited about it. It's pretty cool.
We're going to get some lighting going.
No, just pretty. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about it.
Are you going to show off your...
Yeah, I'm going to show off my new, but I need
Where
to
do you
get
want to do it? Out here?
Well, probably on the bed, yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. So you can point it towards the bed, yeah.
There you go.
All right, let me get this. We have to rig this so Casper doesn't get the cord, so that's why it takes us forever. So we keep it in the box in the closet. It actually works out pretty good. It's a pretty good system we have here to get Casper to not be chewing on the cords.
Yeah.
Okay, let me switch my shoes. Because Casper, once he sees my good shoes, it's the end of the world here. Oh, I'll show my, oh yeah, let me show all my new things. Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, Mama T-Rex.
Yeah, this is a sharing day. It's sharing day, everybody. Bring your sharing things to school. Do you guys remember those? Gosh. Okay. You probably have your kids. It's probably not that long ago. All right.
Donate to the channel they watch, Mama T-Rex. You ever hear that?
Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna.
Hey,
Well,
guys,
we need this back on. Otherwise, I cannot look at that. This has to go back on. You can't have this off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It literally is the worst thing ever if this comes off. It blinds you for. This is not, we're getting, how am I going to show.
Okay, let me back it up.
If anything,
Here.
yeah, I need to go over there.
There.
Okay, this
Show
should
it
work.
way.
This should work, yeah.
You show it this way?
Yeah, this should work. Yeah, here we go. This will work. Here we go.
Get
Here we
the
go.
lighting going.
So this is the one that Richard got me. It's the same brand. It's called Travel Pro. It's a very good brand. It's very nice. This is the one that's kind of a greenish gray. This is what he got me last trip, and this is already pretty full of stuff, my toiletries.
No, hey, Scooters.
then-
No, I did not see that. I did not hear that, but we have heard of people going to the Las Vegas airport and stealing luggage.
Oh, wait, what did he say?
Someone's saying that that someone's been getting they're stealing the bag tags from the airport to claim lost baggage claims.
Oh, jeez.
Right.
Look at this nice bag. Luckily, this will never go below the plane. So this is my.
It stays with you.
Stays with me. This baby I would never put because it's so nice. And it's got the nice wheels, the double wheels. You guys see how it's got like 2 wheels on each wheel, which makes it so much easier for moving around. And then you put this baby on the top. See, Richard thinks I want him to match. I like it like this. This is the way I would choose for them to not match. Like, I like it like we have 2 different colors.
Mid says you need new friends. Who wants to be one of Joy's friends? Midge
Yeah,
might be one.
Look at this. This is a fabulous new bag, and it just wheels around. I'm gonna be like
Are you sure you don't mind the two-tone?
I want the two-tone. He won't stop with this.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
I don't like matching bags. I don't know why. I'm not someone that likes to be matchy-match, like everything matching. I like having different colors.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a brown purse. Let me show you my new shoes. It's all gonna be all different colors. I don't want matchy-match.
Okay, no matching match.
No. And I wanted a blue.
Thanks, Scooters.
Hi, Nettie. You're back. Oh, Nettie went to the store. Richard gave her some money. She went and got something. I see she has something in her bag, right? That's cool. She's feeling independent.
Man, that's not. The ladies aren't allowed to talk outside the house.
What?
What are you talking about?
I just went to the store by herself.
Stop hanging out with those. You hang out with you guys sit around a sewing circle, make shit up. You literally just drop them off at Friday night dancing.
No, and literally,
So-
and
so
then
they're-
just
so
got
they're
back
not allowed
from
to talk in
buying.
late?
No, it's from buying something at a store. We gave her money. We're giving her cash now. She just went to Walgreens. So it's like so stupid.
That,
Look at this. Isn't
we'll
this
just
nice,
pretend
you
like we're
guys?
friends, okay, He-Man?
This is a really, and it
You're
even
right.
has the ability to put a thing where you can charge it, but you have to have this charger pack. But I don't really want that. But it can have that ability if you wanted to, so you could charge from your suitcase. Like there's a thing where you put I don't know how it works. There's directions somewhere, but you need to buy one of these battery pack things, which I'm like, I don't really want that. But the fact that it could, if I ever wanted to, it's just a fabulous. Oh, so happy. Yay! And it's blue. I wanted blue. Richard got me blue. That's why he kept going, I want to get you the same color as this bag. Because when we got this bag, we didn't know we were getting this. And I said, no, I want it this way. I prefer it to not be the same color. I think I got my little.
A clean stream? You want to do a cleaning stream? You could do a cleaning stream.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
You know what? I think I'm actually.
Those are carry-ons.
Yeah, these are carry-ons. This is all I bring to New York. This is all I'm bringing to New York. This is all I'm bringing. When I come back, I have an extra bag. But when I go, I refuse to put something below the plane. I don't want to. For thing, like you guys say, people take stuff. That'd be horrible if I got to New York and something happened to my bags. But also, I don't like going to baggage claim, and I also am taking public transportation on the way home, like the air train and the subway or the LIR. So having 3 bags is a nightmare, and I do that on the way back. But if I can just have 2, because this is so easy together, just those 2. Now this is going to be like my easiest trip ever with this bag and this bag. So I don't want to put it it's actually kind of hard because I have to really minimize what I bring, but I refuse to do check-on bag. But I have to on the way home because I just always come back with souvenirs and things. Like there's just no way I can't fit the stuff. As soon as I get there, I can't fit the stuff in my bag. Like literally when I change hotels, I already have to have like a shoulder bag of like a one of those reusable bags of just like stuff in there, because as soon as I get there, as soon as I get like any sort of supplies, like if I buy toiletries or things, then I'm already like can't fit in these bags because they're like that, they're jam-packed when I leave. But that's why I want it. I do not want to ever have to check on a bag when I fly to New York. It just feels like such an extra added pain in the ass because for one thing, you have to go to baggage claim, you have to wait all the time. When I get off the plane, I'm
is that double bag too big for carry-on, like personal item?
No, I already used it.
Yeah.
No, I already used it, and it goes right under the chair, not even turned sideways. These are made for that Richard gives ones. This goes right under the chair, just like that. Like
it's a perfect design.
It's it right under your where your feet go. And I know someone that I don't lounge my feet out. So, but you're also allowed to put these up if you want to. Most people but no, I put this last time because I try to be respectful of other people that got more bags. So I put this below my feet and this one above, which was with my other blue one. But yeah, that's what I flew with last time. Perfect. It was so wonderful, but then I had the extra bag because I was flying back. And my other suitcase is broken. So I'm sad to let it go though. Here we go. Oh, you guys, let's do a transition here. let's move what we have in that one to this one. Ooh, get ready here. Get ready here. 12 days. 12-day countdown. It's like the days to Christmas. Oh, wait, I have some other things that I got. Yeah, hold on. Richard got me these shoes. I really like these. I had been looking at them, is how he picked them out. So, yeah, I was looking at them, and I was considering them on Amazon, and then he went and bought them for me as a surprise. But I like silly shoes. You guys know, like, it's, like, okay, I really like these. See, they're like these little boots like this.
Oh, that's cute.
I like this. This is the kind of shoe. See, and it's a wedge, so that'll be fine. See, it's a heel, but it's a wedge. The other ones, let me show you the difference.
I got some. I want to get some. I got an idea for those though. I got another thing I want to get for that.
These are the differences. Huh?
I think those look great with jeans for New York City, walking around.
Oh yeah, no, they will look great.
Yeah,
with oh, okay. Well, then you better order them
I
soon.
will. I got 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. These are the ones I wore before. These were a bit of a doozy. See, the heels. Well, it's bigger, but it's also like smaller. You know, it's actually easier to walk on a wedge. So this is going to be much better. You know, these will look really good with jeans. That's all I'm going to wear, and then just my one pair of work shoes, like heels.
One of the things.
Because I can't fit anything else.
All the way back to high school and college, like my girlfriends, not my girlfriends, but my girlfriends or girls would take me shopping with them. I don't know. They thought I had good taste.
Yeah, Richard has really good taste. He always, and he got me some really cute dresses. Oh, here's the new one I wore last night. I really like.
Yeah, but you can't say stuff like that, man. That's not true. You can't say things like that.
And you guys will probably eventually see the other ones. But this one I really like. I wore it last night. Mm-hmm. It actually looked really good. I'm very happy with it. I wasn't sure how it was gonna look.
Oh, that is a good dress.
I really liked it last night.
Did you take some pictures of it?
Yeah, I did. I did. Not a ton, but I took a couple. I like that just a lot. So yeah, so I'm pretty much ready. And then Richard, I guess, is gonna order me a pair of jeans, and I have maybe a pair of boxer shorts coming, like what do you call them? Board shorts. I'm hoping they're ones that I can like wear around, not like.
Man, I know.
They're actually board shorts, so that should be all right. So they're not actually boxer or pajamas, so that should be all right. I just don't know if they're gonna look good. We'll see. But yeah, so all I can bring is these shoes I'll be wearing, and then I bring one pair of heels, and that's it. So the heels will go in this bag. But yeah, you guys are gonna see this. It gets pretty jammed in here, real quick. You can't bring near what you want. So if you're like, why are you wearing the same clothes over there? Well, I wear the same clothes here too, but anyways. But I would wear more variety in New York. But I can only bring so much, you know what I mean? So I'm just always like, yeah, this is what I wear. But what am I looking for? Oh yeah, my other suitcase. I'm just gonna show the transition from my other suitcase, and then I think we'll give it over to you if you want.
We're gonna do some things, and then we'll come back later tonight or something.
Are you gonna blog it all?
I might. I have to yell at a few people. There's a few people that really upset me today.
Then you do
that.
that.
I might have to.
Good. So here's my old one. This is bigger. This is gonna be nicer. It's just, I can tell it's just a little bit bigger, kind of, not much. But I think it's gonna give me just a little bit more room than this one. And this one, if you guys look, it's.
That's funny, Sam.
No, yeah, really, I really loved this one, but look, it's really. He's seen better days. He's getting. But this has been 7 trips to New York. This guy did 7 trips to New York. Yeah.
That's amazing.
He did 7 trips to New York for me. So there you go.
Are you gonna auction it off to any of your fans?
My broken. It's actually a really nice suitcase. I think we should actually just keep it because. Well, yeah. Or if you ever travel, it still works. It's a great suitcase. Yeah. So I'm gonna switch.
Scooters is asking, did the airlines do that to your bag? You can super damage.
No. I think that was more me banging around. If anything, I think it was more it happened here where I was storing it. Like it was under my closet, and I think it hooked the. No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't. This is a carry-on. It never goes under. So that was my fault. So I have to be more careful. What happened is I had it under this thing, and I think it got stuck because I put it under the shelf. So I think that happened at home. I don't think that was actually even. That's the funny thing. I went to it 7 times, but I don't think the dents happened on the trip. Okay, so this is all new. Different design over here. I do like that it's a zipper. That's nice. Like, I don't like when it couldn't be zipped. Our old ones you could zip, so actually I'm much happier with this because when you can't zip it, things do fall. This one didn't have a zipper, it just had the, and then the thing. So this actually, much happier with that already. All right, I'm just hoping everything's gonna fit. Yeah, this looks like this is gonna be good.
Everyone likes He-Man. All right.
I don't know if I'm gonna need a beanie or not. This area I can't decide, so bring it just in case.
Do you want to know, were you trying to ride that drunk through the airport? Is that how it broke?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's actually, I actually tried to ride it from Manhattan that day.
Yeah.
That's so I didn't actually, I say when I missed the train, I actually was trying to ride my suitcase. You guys are so right. No, but actually, I think I broke it here. That's what's more irritating, is not on the journey. Broke it at home. But that is more likely, actually, for something almost to break in this house than in New York. That's what's crazy.
A beanie in New York? He says it's not that cold yet.
I know, I'm wondering if I need it yet.
No, Scooter says no.
No, not yet?
Not
No
for
gloves or
September.
beanie yet?
September.
September, we still good? I think a scarf, though. I think a scarf. Maybe no beanie and
I think it might be a little early.
I'm going to do a
Maybe
scarf.
At night.
A scarf.
At night.
I'm going to do a scarf. I was hoping I didn't need this shit. But if you guys are wrong, I'll be mad at you if I'm freezing.
All right.
Man, you know what? I don't trust you guys. It might get cold one night. All right. So I'm not fully packing yet, but we were just putting the stuff that was already packed in the other suitcase. So we've transitioned to the new suitcase. Here we go. Let's zip her up and see how it goes. Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. And this one has the expandable thing, which I never know if you're really supposed to do when you're at the airport. So I never do that. I never expand it out.
I think it makes it too big.
Yeah, so I never do that. Ooh, this one has a little secret pocket. Ooh, I like that. Well, like, cause you unzip it, but then there's like this other little zipper pocket, cause clearly that's where you could. Yeah, but you can just stash stuff. Oh, this is the where the thing is.
Oh, that, yeah. See,
Oh, that's where it came out.
Right, so you put
Oh, but
that
that, okay. So this is I can charge from my.
you.
But there's that little pocket is a nice thing where it'd be a good place to put money or something like that if you were like, trying to.
Oh, so that plugs into the thing.
Yeah, so that plugs.
So that thing doesn't break. That's the thing that
So this is what it was. So I can unzip this, but I never do that because you don't ever want to get there and then have them say you have to zip it and then you'd be screwed. Most people, I think, leave it unzipped, and they just kind of deal with it. But I always try to be.
Scooter says that's the pocket to hold the battery bank.
Yeah, no, the battery bank. But if I'm not, the battery. But if I don't end up getting that, this is a pretty good pocket to put like your stash money or something. If you were like, maybe don't want everyone to know where your money is, because you could zip this. And then you
know
could.
what you could do? They have this thing called a bank.
No, I'm talking about when you're traveling.
What?
When you're traveling and you have cash on you. If you ever have cash on you when you travel, I know about a bank. I'm saying when I travel, I try to have a couple dollars on me. I usually don't, but if I do, then or if I'm ever in New York, like if I'm ever changing hotels and hadn't gone to the bank, I guess I'd probably gone to the bank. But if you ever needed to, you guys, there's a stash pocket there.
Hold on. Why did your mom get mad at you for putting luggage on the bed? I just want to know why.
I've never been in trouble for that. That's how you pack, right?
No, she said that her mom would get mad for putting luggage on
That's
the bed.
how you pack. I mean, I can't imagine packing on the floor, especially with a bunny.
Was your mom like a mommy dearest?
Especially with a bunny. But yeah, I've always packed on the bed. I mean, I guess I did used to pack on the floor sometimes when we didn't have a bunny.
Luggage is dirty.
Yeah, but whatever.
Okay.
I put my shoes on the bed half the time, so
The planes are filthy. Collecting germs rolling on the ground.
Oh, great. Well, you can germaphobe.
Yeah.
You have to deal with that.
I think the airports are probably cleaner than this place. So.
I love my new suitcase, though. Okay, so yeah, I guess you don't need the stash money pocket. Now that I think about it, I'm never going to be like having all this cash on me. Just seemed like a good idea. Like it seemed like a hidden pocket. I always like that in my purses because what I try to do if I ever have any, I'm talking like $100. I'm not talking like if I ever had like $100 in New York, then I would not keep that in the most obvious spot. I would put that in a more, like when I have a purse, I'm gonna put, because that's how when you travel, you don't ever like have like only like $5, $10, $20 like accessible. Everything else is kind of like
you gotta pay cash too.
Right. So, but I'm saying like if you have any other extra money, don't have it like where you are opening it in the same place because that's how you get robbed or lose it or whatever. What I'm saying is that having different spots where you put. But now, we have banks. But sometimes when you travel, you might want to have a little extra cash. You don't have to go right to the bank at the airport because those are expensive usually. So I guess everything. No thing is cash anymore. So it just doesn't. It's not even a factor anymore.
It's good though.
I know there's my client today said that there is a steak place in Vegas that you're not allowed to use cash. And he said, what if someone comes in here and runs up like $1,000 tab and they want to use cash? And what are you guys gonna do? They will not take cash. It's a really expensive like steak place, but they won't take cash anymore.
They must not trust their employees.
Well, I know they must not, but it's also I guess they're liking because everything's like digital now. They say because it like just records everything for them because it's like one of those, like it's one of those.
Like I said, they don't trust their employees.
No, but at the airport they're doing the same thing where they'll rarely take cash if you're trying to order something anywhere. Like
cash is expensive.
Yeah, you have to use cards, and most of the things you have to use like if you're trying to buy something. I don't think they take cash in those because most of them are automated now systems. Like when you go to the airport, there's a store and there's like a person watching, but then they have all these little like tellers, and you go up to. I don't think they necessarily take cash. A lot of them.
I think
I can't remember, but some do, some don't.
That's a pretty good point.
So when I bought souvenirs, I can't remember.
We went out for dinner for two, and it was $700.
Yeah.
So if it was four, it's gonna be $15. Who's gonna carry $2,000 of cash?
Yeah,
for
that's
dinner?
true.
No one's doing that. Everyone's paying it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. I just want to look, you guys. Check this out.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's just kind of cool.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. It's got a few little. Did you do these?
No, it was refurbished or whatever.
Refurbished.
Or what do they call it? It's.
Yeah, but they said like new. This is not like.
No, sweet. I'm not returning this.
Okay,
he is just no. I'm not returning this, please.
Right,
I want this suitcase. I like it to be a little bit like this, not perfect. Okay. One thing you save a lot of money by it being like that.
Check this out.
That is like new.
This is called the Travel Pro. And this little thing, like look at these edges here.
It's really pretty. It feels good when you touch it too. This other bag I noticed was really good. I was very happy with this one, and so when I found out you got the same brand, I was very happy because just something about like the zippers work good, like everything.
So what I'm trying to say is, look.
It feels good.
And then look at these wheels. It's got the double. It's got like 8 wheels. It's got doubles.
Yeah, so way better. Yeah, see, here's my other wheels.
And then it's got these are.
But look at the difference.
Yeah, the difference in the quality.
And the wheels. And that was getting where I was worried about these wheels sometimes. Because sometimes I put a bunch of bags on here and it gets really heavy. Yeah, this kind of stuff happened from New York, all these things. But I think in the front was from here. Yeah, that's way nicer with the wheels.
I'm a case hugger right
now. Way nicer. Yeah. I like the ridges on it. It just looks nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a little more scuffed than they promised me though.
Do not return that. I am keeping that. I'll be really mad.
Never let me return it.
Well, they only have like one new.
No, I have options.
Oh no, I'm not returning. I want this because I've already put my stuff in it. I don't care. It's gonna have more scuffs when I go to New York.
You have wheel covers for luggage, but man, the future is gonna be awesome for people. They have everything. Like we didn't this thing right here, that was like a huge major that was a huge invention. This little guy right here. I don't know when they invented this. Do you guys remember scooters? Do you remember when they invented that? Because I traveled before they had that. I carried a garment bag. Isn't that weird?
Oh God, those were the worst. Those were the hardest things to like travel with garment.
Well, I carried a garment bag because I always wore suits.
I know, but they're not easy things to like travel with. They're kind of pain in the ass. Oh God, I think my dad used to always have those too. That's so funny. Oh, different times. No one does this anymore. I guess people with suits maybe.
I think if you wear a suit, you have to. I don't know how else you would carry a suit in something like that without ruining.
I'm really happy with this new stuff. I think it's fabulous. And then I got my new shoes that I'm going to wear. And then I think Rich might order me a pair of jeans the same. Yeah, I'm about ready for some weed. Are you ready to take over?
Yeah, I'll come say. I'll go. I got a couple people I got to yell at.
Yeah,
right
Rich has to have some commentary.
I got my beef on. A couple people over here.
Here, you gotta take the microphone. Oh, thank you so much for this. I'm really excited. It's very beautiful. Yeah, much nicer than having the cracked one. That one was still working, but I was getting worried about the wheels because I do put a lot of strain on that.
No,
suitcase.
I could see that it was going to wear. I mean,
okay. And I was nervous the last trip, like some of those wheels.
This is a nice bag. That is a nice bag for once a year to go see mom and dad at Christmas time. You know what I mean? That's a great bag. But if you're going like frequently, and then not only that, but you go into New York City where you move from hotel to hotel to hotel, you need something more that has like this.
It is.
Yeah.
Heavy duty.
See this? I mean, the edges.
It's beautiful.
Like these little reinforced frames.
It's really good quality.
This is the part that I like right here. See, these guys. Those things are very important. Keeps your stuff nice.
Yeah, I have been worried too, because like when it's cracking in the front, like eventually that might come off, and then is it gonna like expose all your stuff? Because this happened, I think, over here, you guys. Look at this. Is if you guys are wondering how it happened. Watch, I'll show you. Come here. Let me show them. Do I still have the microphone on? Yeah. Over here. This is what happened. Come here. I did it like this, but when the suitcase was more full, I think it snagged on this one time or something like that. Because right now when it's empty, it fits. That's why I didn't think about it. But when it's full, like when there's stuff in here, not even expanded, just when you pack it, it actually doesn't fit in here. And then it broke it, I think, one time. But I kind of want to put my other one there, but I don't want to do the same thing. So I'm like, I don't know where to store my... I have to put everything up because Casper gets into everything. If he'll chew on the wheels and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I put the stuff up.
I know. I mean, I'm all about, okay, first of all, I'm all about returning things. Joy knows that. But I'm also about buying things that were returned.
Yeah.
So when you buy refurbished, typically what it is, a person gets it, like I was like, do you want this color? And she'd be like, no, we send it back in a different color.
You probably didn't even use it.
But this person, and that's why they made it sound, and this is why I'm a little irritated, because see, I have to be able to trust these. When they say it's like new, that means that the person didn't use it, and this one clearly they traveled with it.
Well,
and then returned it.
not much, because the inside looks pretty damn new. So I don't know.
What you're talking about?
Yeah, I think this just got scuffed. Sometimes they start out scuffed from when they got it.
Start out scuffed, but yeah, it could have just been scuffed in its yeah.
No, I'm saying sometimes when you get something
so
from
you can tell
Amazon.
That it probably hasn't been used.
No, because it still had the stickers, the tags on it and stuff.
All right.
And it was the inside doesn't look like it's been used at all. No, what I'm saying is sometimes these can happen even from shipping things, you know what I mean? So they could have, maybe that's why they returned it. Because they were mad that it had a scuff on it. What if that was it? They bought it new and then they were mad it had a scuff.
It could have been.
Because this says that, seems like, what the heck? No, I'm sending this back. Because it doesn't look like it's been used besides the scuff.
So this might be a magic case that's just been circulated around. But
and everyone's like, I ain't really having this one that's got a scuff on it. Right. And poor guy keep getting returned. But it looks like it's something like I don't even think it's been traveled with. Yeah, I think it just happened from shipping or something.
Honestly, Midge, it's a different kind of love story, but yeah. Hey, listen.
I'm really happy with this. Yeah.
So I can ask them a question. I have a question to ask you guys. Because this will be funny. Because I just noticed something right now. Because I have to I'm getting my eyes checked this week, and I need new glasses. And now I have my... What color is this, you guys?
It's kind of green.
No. Not you, them. Don't tell... It's like I try to get... I didn't want to have you influence the answer.
I already told them.
No.
I already told them.
No, but this is a new group. What color is this, you guys? Olive. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Is that what it's called?
Okay, good. The green, basically.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know what color it is either.
Okay, so...
it looked kind of gray to me. I like it.
The bad news was... Okay, no, the funny thing is that if I did return that to get the other one, the one I was going to get was sandstone.
Oh, that was...
So that... I thought this was also gray, but I just realized it's green now.
No, I like these two together. That's what I keep saying. The green...
Yeah, this... No, look. Oh, I see right there. You can see right there. That's green. And that's blue.
The green and the...
See, you see right here on the logo.
Together. I like it like that. It looks like in Paris or something.
Yeah, the logo. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, it's cool. The logo is green here, and on this one, the backdrop is blue, is navy blue. So that's how you tell the color.
I really like the two colors. I would not like if my suitcase was this color, but I wouldn't like if everything was this color. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm glad it went this way. Like, I'd rather the blue be the bigger one.
Yeah.
I like blue better. But I like this one, and I don't want this one to be blue. Which I keep saying, I'm like, no, I want them to be different.
Okay,
like
cool.
It.
I like it.
Style, just, like, as long as they look good together, but they don't need to.
Scooters, check them out.
Color. I don't want them to be the same color. I hate when people have matching luggage, all the whole thing. Yeah, like all three things.
The brand is called Travel Pro, and I did some research. I'm pretty sure that if you check your flight attendants and you check your pilots, they probably have something that looks like that logo on with them, an item. I think these are kind of the industry standard for them. I'm not sure for a couple airlines, but I asked someone, and this is what they referred me to, and they were a very frequent traveler. Are you good over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that works. I need just some weed. Are you taking over?
Yeah, I'll take over one. It's done now. It's.
How long have I been on for?
Let me double check. Oh, that's what I came in to do, is turn that off. Ah, that's better. Okay. Okay. Great. Oh, you gonna bring him talk to you? Yeah, you can talk to him.
No, I'm done with it. I'm doing weeds to the kid.
Okay.
See me do that anyway.
Okay.
I'm just gonna talk while you get ready. Or do I need to keep talking?
No, you're good.
I don't know how long I try to. Here, I'll talk for a second.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
I try to talk for at least an hour just because I feel like there's no reason, really. Not really even like, not like a set thing. It's just kind of like, I just feel like, if I talked for an hour, that's a good blog. Too long, you're like, oh my goodness. And then too short, you're like, if we come on live, we try to have it be at least like an hour. We don't really try to do like really short lives. We could, but we just don't. So we tend to, if we're gonna come on live, try to have it be for, at least an hour or two, Otherwise, you just kind of feel like Richard gets the whole thing set up, and does the intro videos and stuff. I don't know if he did this time. And it's just the whole thing that it just seems silly to just do a short amount of time. That makes sense. Oh, so the Mets won yesterday. That was like terrible in the sense for the other team. My goodness, they destroyed the Braves. And the Braves, I don't remember what the final score was, but it was like 12-2 or something like that. Somewhere around there. I think we ended up just going to sleep. It actually got too boring to watch because they were it was just, there was no competition. It's funny, even if it's your team winning, this is really good weed. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's called Mimosa Watermelon Gelato. I couldn't fit. Guys, it smells so good. I feel like you guys are seeing way too much of this room. Is there a way to zoom in here? Oh, there we go. Much better. Ridiculous room here. This is an amazing weed. So the problem when I go to New York is I don't really smoke any weed, really at all. And it's not that I have to have weed, because like I said, it's actually not addictive. It's just, I think I'm a lot more of a mellow, chill person, a lot less anxiety when I smoke weed. And when I don't smoke weed, I think that I don't need it. Like, I'm always like, oh, I don't need weed. And then I'm like, oh, you know, I probably should, because I'm just a nicer person when I smoke weed, actually. Unless I'm doing sativa. Too much sativa, then but I'm aware that. Go ahead, just getting young. But she has like the total bed hair, you know? It's so cute. She's like a zombie to the bathroom. You know, when you first get up, you're like, her hair was like total bed hair. It's so funny. Because she did it last night, so it's like even crazy. You know when you like do your hair the night before, then really wacky in the morning? I have the craziest morning hair sometimes. Oh, that smells really good. I really like when things are citrusy. That whatever that terpene is, that's the citrus one, is the one I really like. So this has kind of like that citrusy. Some words are hard to say. I can't speak really. Kind of like smell to it, because the terpenes are like, it smells too, if you guys. So when you're smelling things, you're smelling the terpenes. So that's why, for me, it's really important. I'm supposed to really touch the weed over there. Okay, I'm going to do this. So hold on. Let me turn my microphone 5 seconds. Please put it down.
I'll take the thing now.
Oh, you can take it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries, you did great.
I was getting stuff like that, but
Yeah. Let me take them, and
I'll
then
be confident.
you'll be coughing, and then it's time for breakfast pretty soon. Hi.
Are you making breakfast soon?
I'm not going to. I'm going to do this. You make your nibblers, y'all. Fire those up.
Are you hungry though?
I will be in a minute. Not really. Yeah. I'm not really that hungry yet. I ate all that ribs last night. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I've got a bone to pick with some people here. I've got a bone to pick. But first I gotta do is I gotta tune this so smoothly. Oops. Okay. Jeez. Scooters. Yeah, cool stuff about the cool things happening. Yeah. I gotta get my Led Zeppelin riff down. For sure. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Sammy, how you doing today? Midge, what's up, buddy? I've been working on. I got a couple jam songs I want to work on. This isn't one of them. All right. Hit those likes, everybody. Hit the likes. Hey guys, thanks for joining the show today. Thanks for being a part of everything. We really appreciate it. We had a great time. Joy had a lot of fun. I'm ready for some breakfast. We should do a Q&A, Midge. We should. Rich, you look like a bearded cheerleader on heat. That'll get him going. Who's him? All right, man. Hey, man, so what are you guys' schedule for the rest of the day? You guys going to do something fun? Rich's hair is going to pop that hat off. This is not a hat. It's a visor, first of all. But I do have it twisted, you're right. Gotta fix it. Oh. Was that the Carpenters? You know, I should learn some Karen Carpenter. Or were you talking about Sabrina? Carnivorous. The Mets suck? Well, I'm not even wearing a Mets hat. You just making that statement? I mean, I don't have any ownership in the Mets. Other than a couple of bets that are gone already. Karen was Brill. Yeah, Dodgers suck. What, babe? Thank you. I do nothing right. Yeah, I know. Hey, what's up, Jared? What's up, buddy? Good to see you. I'm glad we all kind of were able to come together once again. Hope you all having a great Saturday. Have you guys seen Meghan Trainor lately? I mean, doesn't she? Well, I mean, what's your thought of this Meghan Trainor thing? Rich, oh, you like my hot leg? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll tell you what, I look very good in shorts. Very good in shorts. In fact, I'm probably one of the best looking human beings to wear shorts that have ever been. That would be me. In fact, I might even play FIFA soccer. I look so good in shorts. Midge, in the 1970s, I had their Karen Carpenter. Why do birds suddenly appear every time you bring beer? I don't know, but if you got some snow, I'd like to know. Oh hell, great if Rich's head gets any bigger, it'll pop off for sure. Oh ha ha ha. Soccer players have calves. Oh, that's mean. You're gonna give me a Johnny Drama complex. I'm gonna have to go get some calf implants. Do you guys know who Johnny Drama is? Remember him? You don't know who Johnny Drama is? Or know the calf implants? All right, guys. Let's see. All right. 5 more minutes. No calf implants. Yeah, I don't blame you. I do not blame you on that one. What else you guys got? Anything else? What do you think about this Prism logo? It costs $10 a month to get rid of it. Is it worth it? Hey, what's up, Tennessee? Nice to see you. Is it still Tennessee in Tennessee? Bone to pick. I got a bone to pick with what? Hey, Nelson. Hey, man. Thank you so much. So far I'm having a great weekend. I mean, I woke up. Joy was up like an hour. Like, basically, we went to work at 3:30, and then I went back to sleep, and then she's been up, and then she woke me. She did all this stuff around the house, and then at 6:30 she got, let's go do a live. I said, okay, great. We'll do a live. Rich and Joy's legs look the same, to be honest. Thank you. I work very hard at them. I shave them. He's hard work. I'm hard work? Who is this he you keep referring to? I'm starting to lose. Did you say? Did I say it? No, I didn't say that. Dude, you're hearing things. But I know that feeling. I know that feeling. You're like what? You say what? Pump the brakes. You shave your legs? Well, they don't naturally look this smooth and silky. I mean, BB, somebody help me out here with my beauty secrets. I mean, they're acting all shocked. I mean, you guys don't what? You don't you're telling me you don't shave your legs? How do you get them so smooth and silky then? Hello everyone, I just know Alex. No way, you're in Los Angeles. Why you're 6 hours away in a car. You're a 6 hour drive away, which isn't far because a lot of things in LA are 4 hours away. What you say? My husband doesn't shave his legs. Well, are his legs silky smooth? And do they look as good as Joy's? No, they don't, do they? Or maybe they do. I don't know. Are they? And if he does, please tell me what's your husband's secret. How does your husband get his legs so silky smooth without shaving? I don't mind shaved legs on men, but I don't like the shaving the chest off. Really, you like the hairy chest? But the problem with the hairy chest is on a shirt like this, if I was going, for lack of a better term, full bush, then what you would see is, well, I mean, imagine if you had like a really thin bikini. I mean, so what happens is you get this, and then the sweat gets caught in the hairs. Just trim it, but don't shave the chest. Yeah. Oh, yeah, shaving with like a razor. Okay, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah. No, I don't actually shave with a razor. No, I don't shave with a razor, guys. Ladies and guys, no. I'm not that silky smooth. I think that makes... Joy said if I used a razor... Anyways, I mean, I wasn't using a razor. But she said if you use a razor, it makes it more... Like the hair grows back more or something. How often? Well, you know, I mean, how often do you think about that? I'm just curious. How often does that carnivorous? How often does my package come into your realm of thought? I'm just curious. That's a myth, not true. What's a myth? That means yes, thank you, all good. Oh, good. I'm not sure what the question was. Just trim it, don't save it. Show the muscles. Which muscles? Every time I see you, Rich, I think... Well, that's... I don't know. Is that a good thing? I mean, I've heard that from a couple people. I think Snoop commented on... I think Snoop said something like that before. I found a little disturbing, but I was flattered. All waxed. You have to shave. It sweats and steams. Listen. This conversation is fascinating as it is. It's time to for Jedi Rich to consider starting breakfast, starting my day. It is time here is 9:37 here on the West Coast. I don't know where you guys are, but it is 9:37. Do me a favor, hit the likes before I go. Hit the likes on the way out. You've seen it, Sammy. You tell me. Oh my carny, that was painful. All wax. It's changed a lot in here. Why? What do you mean? Why is Joey going back to New York? Because as much as we need her here in Vegas, Gotham City needs her more. There's only one person that can do it, and so they summoned Jedi Joy. Oh, do you guys know my secret? Do you know the secret to the healthy weight force diet? The secret is, yeah, can I have a little bowl? Bring me a little bowl. I'll show you what my breakfast is going to be. Real quick, I'll show you my breakfast.
This was like, you don't have to eat this if you don't want to.
Oh, good.
This was like, I think it was like 2 bones. That's like a big juicy one. Look at that. You gotta show them all the meat that comes off.
Oh yeah. I want more brothy right now.
Okay, I was just showing how that works.
Yeah. So Joy wanted me to show you this big thing of brothy bone stew. This is a big bone you get at the at the grocery store, and and then when you cook it for like 8 hours overnight at a high temperature, the juice from the bone will soak into the milk into the water, and then also this meat comes off, and these tendons and these things. I personally think this is the secret to the good hair. That's my thought. If you're trying to grow your hair out and you lack collagen, you lack protein, I think this is the way to go. Now, remember, I'm not a doctor, so don't take that as medical advice, but it's just my, would you call, I almost don't, okay, I'll say it's my experience, but it's more my theory. Let's try it. It is hot, because when it cooks for 10 hours, these bones get super hot. Like, I'm not even sure what, I don't know what kind of bone this is, what it is, but that wasn't the bone picking I was anticipating. Looks like a carnice bone. Oh. Hey, Joy, cute sweater. Is that puppy chow? Almost. No, it will help dry Rich's hair as smooth as light. My hair is dry? What? What did we decide on the $10 a month to get rid of the Prism Live down at the bottom? Anybody have any thoughts? No? Yeah, no. Okay, I agree. Okay, so there's this guy that here's here in Vegas. He's a blogger in Vegas, and back like literally like almost 10 years ago, we were blogging around here. We were like doing a lot of the stuff going on in Vegas, and his channel's name was Not Leaving Las Vegas, but we used that for one of the titles of our videos when we were living in the cave, because it was when we drove away. But we thought we were leaving, but then we ended up, you know what? Let's just go live in these caves instead. If you can't afford vegetables, go to the food pantry. Good point. You know what I need, though? I need some collard greens. Thank you for reminding me, Alex. I super much appreciate that. That just made my day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have your burgers now?
I'm gonna make them.
All right. Oh. Anyone seen it? Yeah, we saw her a couple days ago. I don't know how much time she spends online. The cholesterol is probably not bad, but you know, you have to kind of weigh the alternatives, you know. Like my teeth are feeling better, my overall energy feels better running on ketones. But I eat a lot of chicken though. And I also eat I ate some pork ribs yesterday too. So it's not an all red meat diet for me. And also I have collard greens and whatnot. And I also eat almonds and avocados. So I don't know if those do those count as red meat too, or are those kind of slightly different? My mom's basement? Well, no, she didn't have her basement was up in Oregon. And that we sold a long time ago. Variety is by eat what suits you, Rich. Well, it seems to be working pretty good. I really struggled with a lot of the fad diets. And I know this sounds like a fad diet, but really it's not, because it's kind of like, I mean, I think I've always been told that you should eat more protein, you should eat more stuff like that. But let's see how it does with my hair, you guys. I just started doing this soup like this for the last couple of weeks. It splashed on me though. Splashed on me, damn it. I love watching the into it of the Inuit eating dehydrated narwhal. It's cool. BB's on Discord somewhere. Annette! Annette! How was dancing last night, honey?
It was good. I got coffee.
You got coffee? Oh, you did? Yeah. Hi, you're welcome. You want to say hi to everybody? Come say. They're over here. They're in this camera.
Hi.
She's funny, huh?
You got a coffee?
Yeah, I did.
Did you go to the liquor?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good. Fun. That's fun.
Annette's doing really good. She's very super happy, you guys. Hold on. Hey, Matthew T, man. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for always being such a positive force in the neighborhood. Keep the force alive. Rich, you need another lap light. Your hands aren't full. I know, right? I know I need another phone. I got phones. Hold on. What was I doing? Thank you for reminding me. What was I doing? I don't know. I forget now. Man. Woo! This is good. Matthew T. Do you ever do bone broth stew on your diet? I'm telling you, man, this is the fast food you need. Get a crock pot. You get hungry in the middle of the night, get hungry in the afternoon, need a snack, but you don't want to cook anything. You certainly don't want to get some fruit or anything like that. Or like a candy bar. Get yourself a bowl of bone broth stew. It satisfies. Well, you know, it just gives me a little more space, so that way I can keep I always like to have a wraparound desk. I don't know. You probably don't work in an office, but in your office, probably you're on your feet. But I spend a lot of time in an office. So what I liked in an office is I like to have a wraparound always. So I like to be able to have there, and then over here would normally be my files, things like that. So this would be like all shit I'm doing there, meeting, and then I have like something here, but then my files would go there. So I don't know. I had a system like process, analyze, sort, file, deal with, whatever. It's a whale but Inuit people survive the winter. Oh yeah. They survive the winters eating whale blubber. Interesting. I find that fascinating too. I find a lot of things fascinating. All right, guys. Thanks for a great stream.
Turn me up a little Maybe now you're gonna hear this one. Sun's shining. Yo. I don't hate players. I love the game. I'm a shot clock, way above the game. Be point blank with you, the game.
I got all this work on me. I ain't come for play.
You can show the little shorties how you pump and think. The dog.
Not to death. I'm not impressed. I'm not amused. I'm not confused. I'm not to do. I'm a grown man business. I'm not in school. Put your hand down, youngin'. This is not for you.
On my jail, my beats with the Kanye, yo. Name on the market, your name off the payroll. Style fresh,
like I'm still a day-o, and it's been like that since the day-yo.
On more time than a Rollie or Seiko.
Step on deck, your neck, or do what I say so. Get up or get out, get down or lay low.
Standing in the shadows. Old Jedi, I am Black Jedi. That Jedi. Black people.
Let's move. Shout out to my man Khalid Kweli. We on top. Shout out, check it out.
Check it out. Slim Jedi.
Cast a big shadow.
Cherokee red to shoot the long arrow.
Got
More skill, more aim, and more ammo.
You can get it all from a big or small barrel like
Hail Mary, full of grace, Jedi.
Come and shoot up the place and make you pull up your face. The deck.
I pull out the ace from the jungles of the Empire State where there ain't no escape. 247
718, and that's like every night, every day. From the place that I settle insane to the states, I'm collecting my pay.
Blast off and I'm back to the cave.
Hold it down for my family straight.
Represent in a family way.
Full ball, not for amateur play.
Billy Ross is an amateur stage before the president, the camera's raised.
Like a long-time man of the way, you understanding me straight.
Yeah, no doubt.
Excellence. And that's what it is, you see.
Richer, crisper, stronger reception, a sharper picture. Revolve around God and evolve with Jedis. These elements I perform my scripture. I make Jedi read a classic modern figure. Oakland.
It don't matter if you holler or whisper. Coming through clear cause I'm right here with you. Ain't gotta edit the slang, I gotta get you. Yo, brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers.
The brothers, the leavers, the daughters, believers, the stayers, the quitters, the bitches, the Jedis, the rapper gorillas, the ghettos, the village.
I'm gonna fit it from the first to the million. Extra, ordinary and plain.
I walk 1,000 paces of light ahead of the
Game, by the time you get where I stand,
I'll be gone. Y'all make moves, but I just move on.
When I move in, y'all must move along. Cause I move too strong. I know what my feet move for.
Made it go without a brand new car. Made it fresh without a brand new song. I can give a fuck what kind of brand you are. I'm more concerned what kind of man you are. What your principles and standards are. You understand me, y'all? Be good to your family, y'all. No matter where your families are.
Cause everybody needs family, y'all. Raise a hand if you understand me, y'all.
Everybody needs family, y'all. Be good to your families, dog.
Understand no matter where your families are. Everybody needs family, dog.
Raise your hand, you understand me, pa.
That's what it is, my man. My family, my pencil Pete, my man too.
All the loved one behind the walls. Daniel denied. Gregory Hedges.
Masada Marada, Sundara,
Magic Mel, life is real. To all the real soldiers, to all the white people, to all the black people. We all family, y'all. Michael Friday, TJ Lavin. Let it be bright.
What was that? No way! Yeah! That's it. Okay, we're gonna keep that one. Alright, that's a take.